largely dominated by marketplaces, right? I mean, the big Alibaba platforms, of course, Taobao, Tmall, Jingdong, and the others, they have a considerable market share, right? It's somewhere around, estimations range from, in the B2C e-commerce market, about 75%, maybe about 3/4 of the market, which is basically, the opposite of, if you look at markets like the US or so, which are largely dominated by standalone e-commerce sites, and something like Amazon or eBay also have a big market share, but it's somewhere around 20-25% or something. Many international companies, when they look at China, one of the first things they would look at is one of the marketplaces, right? Because, I mean, at least compared to standalone sites, it's comparably easy to set up, right? Because you have the platforms there already. Consumers are kind of used to the platforms, right? They have, I mean, Tmall have like 100 to 150 million accounts or something. They use Alipay, which is very widespread, right, in terms of the payment gateway. But in terms of the trend, I mean, we see that more and more international companies, they also recognize that in the medium to long term, they need a standalone e-commerce site. In the medium to long term, I mean, the marketplaces, they're great to kind of sell off fairly easily and quickly your products, but you cannot really build a brand strategy or, marketing sales strategy, medium to long term strategy on these marketplaces, right? For that you need your standalone platform. This is for the B2C market, right? And this is not even talking about the B2B market, which usually in terms of B2B, online B2B commerce requirements, they are often more specific. I mean, more specific than any marketplace platform can handle, because they recognize they need it in the medium to long term, and China is getting also, if you want, more mature, more similar in terms of the market landscape, if you compare that to the US and Europe. So this definitely is a big trend on the side of the international companies. The thing that's also important to recognize is that many Chinese consumers, most Chinese consumers, they start their online shopping trip basically on one of the marketplaces, right? On Taobao and Tmall, or one of these, instead of a search engine like many people in the Western world would go on Google first, right? If they look for something specific. In China, they look more on Tmall first, on Taobao, one of these platforms. So it's definitely a quicker way to start up and giving more instant revenue in the short term. But in the long term, it depends, or medium to long term, it depends a lot on actually what resources an online retailer really puts into promoting his own standalone e-commerce site, right? I mean, if it's just there basically, and they, there's not much marketing focusing on promoting this standalone e-commerce site, and obviously not many people know about it, and it will kind of drag along and not generate much revenue. But I mean, we have also a few clients that really put a lot of marketing into promoting their sites, because they want to move customers away from the marketplaces to their standalone sites for these advantages that I mentioned earlier, in terms of being able to fully control the customer, being able to promote the brand much better, implement their own marketing and promotion functionality, etc. And they see considerable revenue also coming in through their standalone site versus the marketplace. But they don't make any profit, because there's, all the fees you pay to Alibaba, right, in terms of being listed, in terms of using the platform. There's a percentage of every sale, right? So in terms of commission, there's a percentage of every sale that is bought through Alipay, right, which has their own commission structure basically. And then all the marketing you usually also need to do on the marketplaces. So that really plays into the revenue, and can really make at the end just the endeavor on the marketplace not very profitable, even though you have high revenues.
Thank you for your insights, Patrick. Join us later for more from our omnichannel Asia experts.